as you all know, I collect a great many things. And one of the things that I collect are buttons, because I come across so many of them over the years digging, and so I've amassed a few pretty interesting ones. But my sister has given me, when she finds collections of old buttons, she surprises me with them. And she gave me this tin the other day. Look how old this tin is. This has to be at least teens or 20s, 19 that is. And it's just a really, really cool tin. But it made me curious about what I was going to find inside. And what I found inside is all of this. Now, I have to be honest with you, I already went through them because there's so many to go through there. But there were some treasures, in my opinion, in there. And I want to share that with you. I'm going to tip the camera down in just a minute so you can look at some of these really cool buttons with me, including one that may hail back to the Civil War. If I can get this open, I'll show it to you. There we go. This wonderful metal button has on it GAR, which is Grand Army of the Republic. And they began, the military here in America began issuing these right after the Civil War, and I think the last ones were issued around 1959. This one, I believe, is an older one, maybe not dating back to the Civil War, but it's made by Scoville and Company, and it looks like one of their older styles. So that was a really neat find and totally unexpected, but that's a cool thing when you get a collection of buttons, you just never know what you're going to find. Let me tip this a little bit so you can see down here. Now this is a pile of ones in particular that I took out that I will probably keep and do something, you know, put them into my special collection. Here's a tiny little military button. It's got, I hope you can see that. It's got, is that clearer? Is that more clear? I can't tell. No. Anyways, it's got an eagle on it, an American eagle. That's cool. I don't know the era of that. Now here's another metal button, and it's older, and it's not military, but it has just a really nice, unique design to it, and I haven't magnified it yet to see if I can make out on the back who the manufacturer is. Now, there were a lot of shell buttons, mother of pearl buttons, and I love mother of pearl buttons. Check out how ornate this one is. Primitive, but ornate at the same time. And on the back, you can see the outer like cortex of the shell, and then the beautiful mother of pearl inside. Now, there are a lot of mother of pearl buttons like these. This is common type. But even being a common type, it is nonetheless quite fascinating. Another one of those, again, you can see the blackness of the outer shell on them. Excuse me. There's a lot more here. Oh, there's a lot to go through. But besides just the mother of pearl buttons, there are many buttons that I believe hail from the 30s and 40s, like this lovely kind of like Bakelite button. I could picture that on a lady's coat from the 40s. There's a number of those in here, and those are pretty big, pretty nice, about the size of maybe, like, what do you think, $50. Another style of mother of pearl button. I don't know if can you see the way it's decorated around the edge there. So yeah, like I said, I'm not an expert on buttons at all. I know basically the eras that they might come from, ones that I have. Here's a plastic one. It might be Bakelite, but I can't tell you a whole lot else about them other than maybe like the military buttons. Those I can tell you a little bit more about. Just many different designs, plain designs, stylized designs. This is definitely Bakelite. Here's a nice one. This has, and I guess what I like about them is that it is not difficult to tell how, you know, the ones that are of a particular age. It is more difficult to tell you know, the modern plastic ones. Here's another neat mother of pearl one. It's got kind of a square cut into it, if you can see that. And the navy button. I've found lots of these, 1940s. This weird little button is made from the tip of a walnut shell. Quite cool. quite cool. Here's almost a lucite-like material that has things bedded in it, little, I don't know, just maybe some kind of a colorant that was mixed in with that and gives it kind of an interesting, I just dropped something, an interesting, you know, appearance. So that is basically the collection that I took out of that tin, or the ones that I took out of it that I particularly liked, and they will display well in my collection, and I hope you enjoy seeing them. Before I let you go, I wanted to show you how I do display the buttons. When you collect as many different things as I do, you gotta have some kind of, you can't have everything out on a shelf, you know, looking pretty. So I use notebooks a lot, binders, and like in this one, these are all mother of pearl buttons, fairly common ones, but all mother of pearl. And then over here on this page are a few that are a little more ornate. And then I have room yet to put more in here. And that's the best way I could find to preserve them as a collection. And you can always just take it out to show somebody if somebody wants to see it. I wish I could tell you more about them, but my brain, even when it was at its best, could only hold so much knowledge. And it's getting weaker as I get older, I think, anyhow. Here's I forgot about this one. Here's an interesting one, if you can see any of the details on it. It looks like a smashed coin that somebody put holes into. Oh, and then there was one other piece in here. This is really cool too, and I haven't been able to open it yet. This is a little locket. A little locket. So when I do get to open that locket, I will be sure, if there's something interesting in it, I'll be sure and come back and show you. So, all right. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know I didn't tell you much about the buttons, but I showed you what I hope are some that were interesting for you to look at. I love you all very much on the other side of that monitor, and I will see you soon, my Father and my Lord Jesus willing. God bless you. Bye-bye.